So, hello everyone, and today I will talk about how large language models try to understand human thinking in spatial reasoning. Uh, it's kind of interesting speech, and so let's start. So, the first question is why? Why this idea came up to me, and this idea for this speech came after a real case in one of the projects. I found that language models could not complete simple tasks, and this made me feel like maybe we will not be controlled by AI in some future. Now I'll tell you about this case. So, do you remember the Zolis project I worked on? So, we're working on optimizing the food scanning process, and the best option is to scan with two people. So one holds camera and the other holds his foot. Or you can do it alone if you are good at spatial orientation. So this is like perfect photo of my feet. So these are the kind of best options that you can get. But we have also some bad cases of bad photo, like this one or maybe like this one. This is not suitable at all, so I just suggested one option. So maybe AI can help here. So the idea was to send photos to the AI, so it can check some important conditions before creating a 3D model and collecting data. Here we are. Is photo fully visible? Is feet fully visible at the photo? Can we see all four corners of paper, and if the foot at the middle of the paper? And is it a question or what? When anyone suggests to use AI, I remember the. Okay, so we have like three questions, and here's what AI can give us. It sees that foot appears to be fully visible, but it can see all four corners, and it said that it's not at the middle of the paper. And I tried different prompts, different questions, and always I have some kind of similar answers. Most important was to try to detect four corners of the paper, but it always saying the same, that it can see all four corners. So I just laughed and I was crazy about it.
Did you try to tell it that your life depends on it or your
Yeah.
grandma is dying? You tried. Okay.
Yeah. And nothing happens. So I just start thinking what is going on, why, and so we decided just to stop this, just stop using AI, and I start to investigate what's really happened, what is going wrong with that. So after some researching, I find out some good article about kind of scoreboard that's showing what AI handles very badly, what has improved over time, and what does very well. So we have like some interesting cases that we'll that we will look at them later. But yeah, most terrible cases are box folding task, I guess, map navigation, and some diagrams, abstract diagrams. And also we have some improving cases like real map navigation, spatial reasoning in photos, some stacking objects, and AI is pretty good at object recognition and data figures. So let's look at the most interesting example. Here is a task. What will the picture look like after folding this cube? So we will like folding this part, and this is kind of a task from Google interview. So after some imagination and reasoning, I guess, I don't know the right answer. I think it's E. Yeah. Is it C? I guess. Yeah, because we have like 3 dots here. Yeah. It's kind of hard. So let's try to ask AI about it. Maybe it will do it better. So here is the prompt. When folded, what pattern is possible? And here's what AI responded. Just joking. He said that after he's analyzing, the correct answer is D. And this is pretty interesting, but we can describe it like AI can't recognize the dots. He can think about what will be their positions at this cube, because language models are trained by texts, and when you just sending them photos, they recognize objects, and they can think about object orientation. So that's why they can do it. Maybe if you just if you just beat them and you will write no correct answer is C, he might be understand you, but he will not do the same in the future. And here's next example that I tried by myself. We have chess, and I asked the AI to write me the name of all positions for white pawns figures. So it's like this one, this one, this one, and so on. And AI just give me this list. We have A2, B2, and when it comes to this line, we have correct C3, but he didn't write about C5. Then it's just write about D5, black one. And the other one is, yeah, pretty fine. That's kind of strange, because I thought that AI is pretty good at tables. This kind of table, it's not like a 3D photo of chess. It's just small squares with figures. So I thought it will only struggle with 3D chess, but not. It's just turns out that it struggles with flat figures too. And what is improving. So some cases are about how AI is improving over time. And here's interesting example that I took from the article. We have this prompt. We have photo that shows a set of dresser drawers with some items like folding chair, broom, plant, blue basket, 2 spray bottles, and so on. Of these 7 objects, which would fit in the bottom drawer and which would not. And AI is pretty good with answering. So he thought that folding chair would not fit, broom would not fit, plant, blue basket might fit, and spray bottles, beanbag, laundry basket, just coloring them. How does it work? So AI just analyzing objects by the photo, and he just know some sizes of these objects, and he know like size of bottom drawer. Yeah, and he know that like broom would not fit because he's just too big for that, and some small objects will fit. But he just it just can't think that he's thinking about his memory. So he know that broom is not like 10 centimeters length, it's just very, very big item. So it's just improving, and it's good because previous models were too bad with that. And this was like Cloudy 3.5, I think. And I tested GPT for all. So most terrible is navigating with abstract maps. So we have like default maps from Google Maps, like screenshot is pretty fine. I tested it. I asked for creating the best direction between different places in the Warsaw. And when I sent him Warsaw map, like screenshot, it write me some best options, some optimizing ways to, so it helped. But if we have like this abstract map of like a non-existent country, let's try to plan a road between different cities. So this is a map of a fictional country with some cities. Please plan an efficient road that starts at capital city. And I want to visit like East Neck, Seku, West Neck, and Gariand. So I think that's we just can do this one. Gariand first, then Seku, then West Neck, then East Neck. This is probably the best option. But AI gives us some interesting plan. You go to capital city, then go to East Neck. From East Neck, we go to Seku, then West Neck, Gariand, and we can return to capital city. And this map will looks like this. So like too many non-reasonable ways. So it's really bad because AI don't know this country. it don't know the distance between those cities, and it just trying to recognize the best way, and it's kind of too bad. And I have like short summary of all of this stuff. Personally, I think that all the cases and problems described are just a matter of time. We all remember the video of Will Smith eating spaghetti 2 years ago, and videos being generated now, like Sora, is just cool stuff. So I think we just need to wait a little more to solve these special tasks, because special reasoning is not like it's just simple task for us, and we can train AI. So I guess just we need some time, because we create good language models with text. They worked with text very good. So people just need to work with different orientation of all language models. So that's it, and I hope you have some questions about. And I also will send you some articles, some notes. Maybe someone will find something interesting. So I send it like in chat.
Do I understand it correctly that you resigned using any AI for your task with improving food scanning quality?
Sorry, once again.
What you ended up with the food scanner? Did you add any AI to it, or you just gave up?
No, because those cases with bad photos are like very small percent of all photos. Like at the oldest stats, like 18-90% photos are good, and most of them, most of the photos that were declined by API, just because people do something different from instructions, and it can just AI can help here. AI just can help with small issues with photos, like not visible corner of the paper. So it's just too complicated to describe to user what's wrong with his photo. You just write like, here's my foot and paper, what's going on, why I can't create 3D model. And you just write him that we can see all four corners of the paper. And so AI can help here. But AI is just not smart enough with special reasoning. And that's why we just not using AI anymore. So here's the articles, and this one is too. So maybe some more questions.
Not a question, but a suggestion. When I was listening to you, I realized that AI indeed can be like a good tool for this case because it's trained on texts. But AI, like in general, AI is a special case of neural networks, and you can try other neural networks, maybe some simple algorithms in image recognition, and you can build some small like neural network and try to train it on the existing set of like good and bad pictures. And I don't know, just a random idea. And maybe it could be helpful.
Yeah, I thought that should just using some kind of
like classifier. You can use some little classifier which will like classify those images are good and those are bad. And you can try using it.
Just some more simpler thing than just language model. Yeah.
I feel it was like a low effort way to improve something that they don't really care that much. Since it didn't work out quickly, I doubt there is a need to put too many efforts to try neural network, not just that, maybe. But yeah, it's interesting thing to know.
Not a question, but a story. Pavel knows it. One of our friends told on Instagram that she was ordering Christmas tree lights, and she asked AI, like what length of Christmas tree lights she should buy for a Christmas tree of a certain size, like 2-meter Christmas tree, and the width is, I don't know, like 1 meter in the biggest place. In the widest place. And AI didn't solve the problem. It offered her like the length, and she posted it on Instagram, and Pavel commented something like, did you tell it that Christmas tree is a cone? And she said, no, I will try this. And she writes like a follow-up message, just keep in mind that Christmas tree is a cone. And it recalculated the result and proposed a longer Christmas lights solution. So yeah, even this simple question wasn't really successful.
Which is interesting because how was it like calculating initially if it's because like the surface area of the cone is smaller than of the cylinder, so how it figured like this badly, because it was like 4 meters versus 16, I guess, after the clarification about the cone, so it like increased 4 times, and 16 is actually a more realistic answer because you can search for good old calculators for the same task, and they give results closer to 16. So the problem is that also another problem is that you have no idea how it was calculating it.
Recently, I used AI for a similar problem when I was packing boxes as presents, and I needed to send like 3 boxes to Canada, 7 boxes to Belarus, and I wanted a very quick answer. I didn't want to think, so I need to send 3 boxes, each of certain size. Propose me a box that will fit all of them in different combination. I can turn them, I can put them horizontally, vertically, but I didn't check if it was right. But I used the propositions, and I think it worked really fine. But I really specified my question. The very first prompt was really detailed. I told her that I can turn them, I can do anything with the boxes and so on, and it worked. Yeah,
it's often about the question how detailed it is, because of that example with Christmas lights. Like technically, how much do you need for meters? Well, yeah, you'll cover the visible part of your tree, so technically it's right.
Okay, so
funny stories. I'm sorry,
yeah.
I don't want to interrupt you. Okay, so it's a funny stories. Like some time ago, I had an argument with ChatGPT about the task of counting symbols in the text. I needed like just 200 tops, and my Microsoft Office license was expired. So I decided to use good old AI to complete this task, and it just failed me completely. It gave me 5 different answers, like with 5 iterations, and they all were wrong. So
Sorry, count words like in the text.
symbols, count symbols in text.
Symbols. That's
Yeah,
even
all
more
the symbols.
embarrassing.
Like with gaps, with everything.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it was like really close, but at the same time, not really helpful.
By the way, you can use Google Docs for that too.
Yeah, sure. That was my like safe resort and second option, but I decided to write it out. Like it was some time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are definitely are not going to be conquered by AI in the recent years. Yeah.
Well, at least for now.
No. Yeah.
Let's speak in 2 years, I guess.
Kiryl, thank you so much for animations. It made my day.
Thank you. Hope you find something interesting in my speech.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Do you have any more questions to Kiryl? I'm counting to 3. 1, 2, 2.5. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you everyone for joining today, and thank you, Kiryl, for the very nice presentation. Very interesting and fun. And see you guys online. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, like.
Bye.
Bye.